Welcome, Cancer, to your love reading for August 23rd to the 26th of 2018. So the rest of the week from Thursday through Sunday. So we're going to see what's going on with you, okay? So what's going on with Cancer and love. So the overall energy, or kind of the mutual energy between you and your partner or love interest, or could be going on between both of you. In a relationship, married, getting to know somebody, talking to someone. So let's see for Cancer. So a lot of you might be very frustrated by something that did happen to you long ago with somebody else, and some of you are not over a past partner or love relationship. So mentally, you're still stuck on something. You're still stuck on somebody and the way that they've treated you, the way that you treated someone else. So it could be guilt, it could be fears, it could be a lot of just emotional instability and mental instability because of the stress that is there. So I feel like a lot of you might be healing from something or someone. All right. So what is the energy that your love interest is bringing towards you, Cancer? Yeah, that particular person they could be wanting to be around you, maybe to celebrate, to have a good time. If that's not the case, I feel a lot of you might be annoyed by that because they are doing their own thing and you might want to be around them. So when they're disconnecting and having fun with a lot of other people, it could have you feeling as though they're doing different things. They might be flirting with other people. They could be kind of misleading you, and you might have trust issues, and that's what you might be healing from. And especially if you have been disconnected from you and your romantic partner, something just come to me, and now you two reunite in some way. It's kind of awkward, so you have to still build that trust thing, between both of you. And then seeing somebody else who you disconnected from a long ago, and they come back around you at some point in time, so that could cause a bit of some friction there in some way. So it just depends there. So I feel like your partner might want to kind of just separate, do something else, or even if they're with you, just be open to the connection, and the intensity is still there though. All right, so what is your response, Cancer? So you're trying to be strong, all right? I feel like a fire sign might be on your mind. For some of you, could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but I feel like this is you putting up a force field or shield around yourself, around your heart, and kind of being very protective. And you might be, as you're around, say your current romantic partner, there could be someone else that you disconnected from that could affect you in some kind of way, and you might be looking at them from a distance, or it's just somebody else that's active in your energy. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, it could be anyone else, but I feel like that's a good energy to have, because you potentially have a lot of different energy to do different things that you actually want to do, whether it's working, going back and forth to work, or having a good time throughout the weekend as well. So it does seem to be good, so keep that in mind. Now, what is the advice for Cancer and love? The advice. So somebody is not being quite honest about what's going on, all right? And I feel like if that's advice for you, it doesn't tell you to literally be dishonest, to manipulate somebody. Sometimes it says it's like a keep a low profile. You don't have to completely overstate how you might feel, but do express yourself in some way. Right now might not be the right time to cause friction with somebody else, especially if your partner is trying to have a good time, or at least bring some kind of party energy towards you. I feel like to accept that, to be aware of that, and try to maybe have a good time with the energy is okay. But I feel like you might be around somebody who's not being honest with you about how they might feel for you, and that's aggravating to you because you're not able to express how you really feel about what's going on if something is hidden. That's what it seems like to me, okay? Now what is the outcome for Cancer? You're resting, all right? You're reflecting on certain things, you're taking a break, and I feel like that's part of you just getting your bearings together, especially if you go through, say, Friday, Saturday, you work or you go out throughout the weekend, you have a good time, and you might just need to kind of just take a break to rest and reflect on what you have going through, to put things in a different perspective. And you might even just kind of get into your own shell to keep things inside in some way, or find ways to express it. But clarify the Seven of Swords for Cancer. Yeah, it's some kind of confusion there. All right, and let's get to the bottom of this. Let's see. There's something not quite right with how somebody might be feeling. Again, that situation is for many where you are around somebody that is holding their emotions back from you. They might really feel some kind of way about you, but they're not really expressing it. Clarify about the Seven of Swords. Cancer. That's Seven of Swords for Cancer. Two things. Now, I want some of you to be aware of, if you have moved on from somebody, an ex-partner, and if you reconcile with them, if you're around that particular person, don't open up that door again. I feel like if you know it's over, allow it to be so, and allow them to be your friend, and nothing more than that, because you could be tempted, and that person could be tempted to open up to you, and that can cause a whole nother cycle to open up again, and you got to be mindful about that. And I also feel like there could be friction with you and somebody else, which could be conflict, and a reason why your romantic partner might not be letting you know the truth of what's going on, and maybe keeping your boundaries, because there might be drama or conflict going on between someone else that they've moved on from, or vice versa. And it's best right now for you to maybe keep your distance because of what could happen when it comes to confrontation. That's what I get a sense of, until they are completely healed. So you relate that to what's going on, but that's the kind of energy that I get a sense of from what's going on here. So let's see, one card from Archangel Michael, or no, the Romance Angels for Cancer for August 23rd to 26th. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, and we just mentioned that. For a lot of you, if you have moved on, if you remove yourself from something very restrictive or unhealthy, and you know that it's over, try to do that. Try to get out and about one step at a time, and I feel like you can make a lot of progress with the connection. And also, if you feel like you can't make progress with somebody else because they're not quite being honest with you, you have no control over that, but to kind of stand your ground and kind of do your own thing until things are much clearer for you. All right, and let's see messages for Cancer from Archangel Michael, 23rd to 26th. Then we have believe and trust. It says, before going to sleep tonight, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. It says, let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. All right, so take those things and, try to be strong, try to have that confidence, try to trust that things are as they need to be. And when the opportunity for change presents itself, I feel like you'll be able to take up on it. And if you're open to it, whether or not you might be open to it when that time comes, it just depends. But try to have trust and faith in the protection and divine intervention from the universe, all right, and from God universe. So tons of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best, and you can always go to the website Psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. And again, the audio tarot uploads are going to be available in the recorded videos for private readings, not the phone call option at this time. And you might be able to get your reading within maybe a day or two, and it could take up to 4 or 5 days at times. Just depends on how many clients actually order a private reading. So have a great week and enjoy.